wondered what is the difference between a cosmetic and a cosmeceutical? Because surely you've heard, maybe heard someone talk about it or seen it in a magazine article, read it on a blog. Now, ultimately, a cosmeceutical by definition is something that actually affects the mechanisms of the skin. So a retinol is the perfect cosmeceutical type of ingredient because a retinol will actually go into the skin. It will stimulate the fibroblast, which is the cell that makes collagen. And we know that by applying 1% retinol to the skin, within 48 hours, we can see an increase in the fibroblast activity by making more collagen. So it truly affects that mechanism of making collagen. Salicylic acid, or which is a beta hydroxy acid, alpha hydroxy acids like glycolic acid and lactic acid and mandelic acid, and there's so many, those truly affect a mechanism of the skin because they remove a dead skin cell. As we take a dead skin cell off, a beautiful new cell is being born in the deeper layers, which is full of moisture. Obviously, that's what we want. We want that renewed skin. A salicylic acid is the one that's going to go into the actual pore. It loves oil, so it's like a magnet to oil. It will help to mop up that excess oil in that pore. It will help to remove the dead skin cells, and it is also an anti-inflammatory. So it makes it fantastic for something like a pimple or even a blackhead. Triclosan is also known as a drug in actual fact, but it actually kills bacteria. So therefore, when you are acne prone and there's a lot of bacteria on the skin, that is really amazing. So if you want to change your skin, invest in something like a cosmeceutical. Your vitamins are normally cosmeceuticals, anti-inflammatory ingredients will be cosmeceuticals, your alpha and beta hydroxy acids will be cosmeceuticals. You can always speak to a professional skincare therapist and ask them to guide you. Whereas a cosmetic is something that almost kind of beautifies the skin. So for the lack of a better word, maybe something like a foundation would be a better example of a cosmetic versus a moisturizer. So a moisturizer you'll put on the skin, it'll feel really good. And if it doesn't have any active ingredients in it, it will be categorized as a cosmetic. Whereas a foundation, you can actually see it makes the skin more beautiful by getting rid of any of the flaws, covering up any pigmentation, covering up, blemishes if you like. Also makeup, like eye makeup, all of that, that will all fall under the cosmetic category. So for me, anything that doesn't affect the mechanism of the skin or has an impact in creating change within the skin is a cosmetic, whereas a cosmeceutical is the type of ingredient that makes a change in the skin. So I hope that clears a few things up. If you want to prevent aging, if you want to treat pigmentation, if you want to treat acne, sensitivity, dehydration, definitely look for something that has got cosmeceutical ingredients in.